going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That's word. Let's see what you're doing out here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out to the left,
nope.
There, complete to the tight end Goddard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hurts a handout to Sanders.
Hell no.
He's brought down at the
3rd down.
Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll try and throw forward with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
You got lucky right there.
Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Come on, come on.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Ooh.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 53 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Better score.
Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of
Better score.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Buying time to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be brought down at about
Take your 3 points.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick
Come
play
on.
and then another timeout if they
Take
hurry.
them 3 points.
And they line up now for what
All
will
right,
likely be the last play of the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts.
Hell no.
It's going to be caught front Eagles touchdown.
That was luck right there.
In the final seconds of the first half.
That was luck.
The Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. coupled with, you and I both know, special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And Prescott, his third interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Marr able to put this one through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second and a yard. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon.
That's Diggs back there. What you doing, boy?
Going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
What you doing?
Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the
Stick work, my boy.
Best goes for 20 and a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On first and 10, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
You ask, my boy.
Athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Prescott on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Still ain't gonna score though, so I ain't worried about it.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
He still ain't gonna score.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some space here. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first down, Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Stop that shit.
The defense, as they'll stop with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like a lesson.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah.
Last word.
Up here, CD, offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before
Cover the fuck up.
team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
See what you got going on.
Mario, first down. That's to the speed still Zacchaeus.
That's it. Come on.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. Here's Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mariota will look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
No, sir. That's where.
Get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again, it's Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Third and long here for Mariota. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First down, Mariota. That'll be cut downfield by Bird. Touchdown, Falcons! Demir Bird, a 20-yard touchdown.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try to get the 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Prescott from the gun. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Prescott. The quick slant caught. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they work this well on the field across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To the air again, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing is Mariota. That's taken in by Fertzer. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Patterson. is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown. So part of it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
They'll look to throw, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
That's caught again by Schultz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up the momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Prescott on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And an incomplete pass. Stop the clock here with just over a minute to play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Easy money.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Throwing, Mariota. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it on.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he'll be crowded well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Mariota on first down. He's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. There he goes, right side.
Yes, sir.
This one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And then ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
No, sir.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That's GG's. That's GG's. Thank you.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Swinging this out for Pollard. So back-to-back plays, each good nothing. That brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Elliott is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40.
Bro, you about to throw another pick. Stop that.
Right off the bat with a first down.
About to throw another pick right now.
Maybe get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A 2nd down pass play.
No, sir. No, sir. You got to earn that.
For his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Desmond Ridder scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, Michelle realized they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, so they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 45 yards. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defense.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Come on, show me some.
And that one will
Don't throw no picks now.
So we will start here.
What else you got?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
that should have been another pick right there.
Starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys.
Come on with it.
To find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Don't do it. Oh,
So to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but now before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
that's
And this
easy.
is intercepted, and that should do it. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Yes.
The catch is made. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 39 yards there, a big one. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Don't start that now. They ain't gonna mute your mic, bro. Come on, dog. Just quit the game. Come on, dog. That's how it is, bro. Don't start that shit. You should have quit the game, bro. Dumbass, boy. Getting mad because he got his ass whooped. That's what we do, man.
It's much game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.
We out this bitch, man. Peace.